Like, and typically this is what's associated with what comes in the door with the mother. The father being there is the greatest indication of how great that kid's life is going to be if you chose a good father. If you chose a man who was abusive or toxic person, that's one thing. But the greatest indicator of what's the primary purpose what a child needs is the father, is the two parents in the household. If y'all made those decisions, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices, do what's in the best interest of the kid. Again, just like our parents did back then. You have to put that kid first and bite the bullet.
So what would the solution be if he has 2 additional children? What would that solution be? Because
I'm still trying to figure out what the problem is.
What does that mean?
The solution is to have a blended family because there's no other option.
But you're saying y'all are saying under one household, mother and father.
Why do I got to be under one household?
That's the best.
That's what I'm saying. Ideally under one household, but whatever that looks like to where both parents are in the child's life, because obviously in this situation, he can't be 100% in each household. If there's, I'm not sure how many mothers, but that's neither here nor there. It's more than one household. So he can't be 100% in either household. So that's why I'm saying, again, if we wanted a certain outcome, we would have to go for a certain type of man, because you would have to know now you're going to forever have to share him with those children and the women that he had those children with.
They just know they're just a good community.
Right. He can discipline all those kids. When it's the other way around, if we get in this situation, we 50% a man. Stepdaddy's a 50% a man. You can't do nothing but be the fun dad. You can't discipline. You can't say nothing to that kid. And when he gets old enough, hey, Dez, you ain't my daddy. Hey, Phoenix, you ain't my daddy. Get out my face. But when the daddy is all those kids, and he has those women, that's a community. I
it
know
sounds like he loves you very much.
It does sound like that to me too.
Right. Sound like he loves you very much to me.
And them other girls too. He loves all y'all.
No, look, see how women try to throw their little trauma.
You know what
I'm saying? They try to throw their little shade and stuff. Listen, Liz, think about this like this. Me, Ali, Phoenix, Dez, we support you.
I support her too.
100%. Love.
100%. All love.
I support you too, Liz.
Support you
all love.
Jerry, Q, and V, they don't support you.
The moral of the story is, and don't cut this part out. The moral of the story is I shared this story for 2 reasons. 1, because it's happening right now and I'm very upset. 2, because I just want y'all ladies to have an example. It's not a lot of ladies that really watch this as much as men, but I want y'all to see how men really think. So yeah, be very, very, very cutthroat on these niggas. Do not let when you meet these men at first, when you meet them, like said, if you don't want a man with kids, cut it right there. Don't let the feelings get involved. Don't be nice. Don't give in at all, because they're not going to give in at all on you. They're not going to be like, oh, woe is me to you. So don't be woe is me to them, because they're not going to show no mercy. You see example right here.
Liz, you acting out right now. Wow. He just told you he loved you 2 days ago.
Wow.
Fine. It's fine, but y'all not going to show no mercy. A kid later and 4 years later, just like, oh, just deal with it. Cool.
No, that's not what we're saying. We saying that you need to change your perspective. You and whoever house he at right now, y'all should be best friends.
No. Ladies, please do not do this to yourself. Do not.
And I'm just curious, how is that healthy to have a community of women? Like what? Because he just has like a stove full of like his pots are all his stove is full of pots. Like there's less chance of like health issues, or like what is it?
It's because it already went down. The best case scenario in this moment is to get along and work together. It's like it's food bars fucked up beyond all reasons. But what are we going to do now? Are we going to argue and fight, which only going to take us backwards, or are we going to work together? Because it's like, Liz,
we solutions oriented
or whatever.
That's what men do.
That's what we do.
Men are solutions oriented. See, the thing that we saying right now don't have nothing to do with us per se. But this is more or less about how can we create the best environment. See, you letting your emotions get the best of you. That's not best for the kids. You know, the women traditionally, this is facts. Women traditionally always made the sacrifice based off of what was best for the children. And so we don't look at, okay, where did you come from? We looking at how do we solve for this problem going forward? and y'all letting y'all emotions get the best of y'all, we can't afford to do that. We got to think logically.
Right.
And Liz, what were your kids? What were your kids?
Like it's still he had these children or whatever, but still you accepted those children, and whatever he told you after that or before, it don't even matter, because now, like I said,
that's the
this
fact.
is where we're at. It's like a map. You are here. You know what I mean?
And more importantly, when those kids grow up, they gonna want to know who their brothers and sisters are.
Well, it's not the
Right.
I don't speak to any
Okay, so I understand that part. I understand getting along with like the half siblings and whoever for like the most effective part. But the way I understood Liz's story was it's the unbabied women.
No.
So you're asking for a solution.
Turn a hoe to a housewife because we know her past and where we're trying to go with it. Can you turn a hoe to a housewife? This is the same scenario, just the man version. He already has 2 babies with 2 baby mamas, and she still went along.
And they need to be working together to get the kids in the same schools together. They need to be working together to make sure that they have Christmas together. Everybody should be working together.
Nick Cannon is a prime example.
Yes, because V, to your point, the solution would have been to not be with a man that had the children, so that she wouldn't have to be in a situation where now she has a child and her child has to, share daddy, or she has to share daddy because of the fact that he had prior children. So that's the thing, is like we have to advocate for not even dealing and getting in situationships in general, but like, especially men with children. If you do not have any children, like you're literally putting yourself in a predicament where you're going to have to, it's just not.
That one I agree with you on that one, because especially like if you're dating someone and someone says, oh, let's be in a situationship, but ultimately you'd like to be in a long-term marriage, whatever it is that it is, it's very hard to switch from situationship to like one-on-one or from friends with benefits to something else. So I can get that part.
You got a championship team. Why are you trying to change up the playbook? It's a winning formula and a championship team out there on the court. Why y'all trying to You know what the biggest problem about Shaq and Kobe? They could have won way more championships, but they didn't. Because everybody wanted to be the main player. Nobody wanted to play their role. We looked at them as Shaq and Kobe. We didn't look at them as individuals. We loved them both.
It's a fact.
But instead, you could be D-Wade, you could be LeBron on the Heat, and you can be Chris Bosh, and y'all can get a legacy together. Or you could have been Chris Bosh without them, and he wouldn't have no championships. You know what I'm saying? It's always better to come together as a team. Kevin Love was great on the Timberwolves, but Kevin Love would not be having any championships until he got with LeBron James. Kyrie Irving's only ring in his best years was when he was with LeBron. We love Kyrie, but we hated him at the same time because Kyrie went through a little bit of a turmoil. He went through a little bit of kerfuffle. You know what I'm saying? I'm
gonna let you have this one. All
I'm saying is we better together than we are apart. And when the community starts working together instead of comparing themselves, because comparison is the thief of joy, just remember this: it's 1,000 women that'll kill to be in your position.
Yep.
Right.
Well taken care of, loved, not being abused, treated well. Listen, you the one that's shining the most on this platform right now. I see all of the jewels, the bedazzled, the diamonds. You well taken care of. You ain't even got them cheap blinds. You got the good shit.
I was like this before.
Well, it looked like he ain't bring you down. He straight up kept you elevated, apparently. Mm-hmm.
Don't let them women keep you from what's yours, girl.
That's right.
And I'll tell you the truth, bro. Most women, dog, they keep getting tired of their other half and significant other and be wanting time alone and all that stuff. And really, if you didn't have it, you see how much of a benefit you in a position you actually are in. Let him come home and be all up in your space all the time. You want to watch Netflix. He want to watch sports. You want to, he coming home. Hey, cook me this, cook me that. You know what I'm saying? Eventually,
He's not even that type of person. He's so chill. I could tell. I can tell you the type of dude that's chill. He ain't trying to cause no waves. He trying to make sure your life is great.
What you like about him?
Right now, I can only think about what I don't like. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh wow. Damn.
Wow.
Anybody, baby daddies or baby mamas on the panel? Got kids, not married?
You got kids.
You got
engaged.
kids? You engaged?
Yeah.
Oh, congrats. Damn. Never knew you could get engaged. Shout out to you.
Two kids.
First,
Now I get engaged all the time, Q. Most of us men can.
Let's segue. Not all the time. It's crazy.
Anytime.
Okay. Let's watch this
As
video.
easy as all this single parent shit looks, bro, this shit is really fucking hard when your mental is beating your fucking life. Like, I just want to cry so fucking bad right now, but I can't. Life is just so fucking crazy to me. Like, what people believe to be the happiest people are really going through the hardest fucking times in life. And like, you literally have to pep talk yourself every fucking day and just keep going. Like, it is literally not fucking easy being me. But every day I have to look myself in the fucking mirror and give me a fucking pep talk that I one day hope I fucking believe, so I can finally feel better about my motherfucking life. I just need a fucking break. But then I remember there's somebody out here who is living a worse life than me, and I just need to be grateful because in some form of way, I am living in a prayer that I want to ask God for.
I'm sorry. I was laughing during that. But do women regret being single mothers? I'm sorry.
I think some of them do for sure.
Huh?
I think some of them do for sure. It's not. I know of people that, like, you know, I talk with them and they do say, you know, this is hard because of X, Y, and Z. So, you know, it would be stupid to think that every mother that ended up being a single mother just loves their position. Maybe if they have like a great job and their financial needs are met, then maybe they're a little bit happier than most. But I mean, I'm sure some of them kind of regret what led them there, basically.
Yeah, I agree with B. I think, and I like how she didn't kind of divulge into like other things. She just kind of spoke on herself. And I saw a lot of accountability in that video, and I just feel like she feels how a lot of women feel. So yeah.
I think
Why you laughing?
Where do you see the
So
accountability?
I didn't see accountability.
I because she didn't because what we see most of the time is women talking about the man. She didn't do that. She was just talking about how hard it is for her. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just
But how's that accountability though?
Well, she did talk about how hard she has it, but she didn't say, like, for me, accountability would have been like something like, you know, the partner I chose, I saw, like, I noticed some red flags, I ignored it. I thought it would be better, it did not. And, you know, or my mom, my friend, somebody told me that, you know, maybe I should do a different path. I didn't. And yeah, this is hard, but I have to live with it. Like, I would see that more as accountability as saying just, you know, it's hard. Yeah, that's more of her saying, like, not sugarcoating it. So if someone is like, oh, you know, I can do it on my own, if they happen to stumble on her video, well, maybe it'll make them think that, okay, can I really do it on my own? Like, can I?
Accountability is probably the wrong word. I just like how she didn't point the fingers. That's what I'll say. She didn't point the fingers. She just kind of just talked about the struggle that she's having. You know what I'm saying? And I think,
talking about she didn't start instantly blaming the man, pretty much.
Right. Like, she didn't go into the whole, you know, it's his fault. And like, you know, that's that. And I just feel like that's what we see a lot of the time. It's like, you know,
any single mom who looks at the situation and isn't guilty about not having that other partner in there and seeing how hard it is, and they just happy. I say they selfish. Like, just to have a kid and not be able to not even care about that other side, the other 50%, the raising the family and all that stuff. But I feel like some people just have a kid because it's like it's cute to some nudity, like that. It's cute to them. And you know, once you have that kid, you have this awakening. It's like, yo, you're putting somebody else before you and you footing the bill for it, you know. And once that realization comes into effect, it's like I said, it's an awakening, and I feel like she's just realized that awakening.
I agree.
About everything else. She thought about the baby and how cute her and that other dude's baby was gonna be, and that's how a lot of babies they just say how cute these babies gonna be. If I have a baby with him, it's gonna be cute. They don't think about everything else. And I got 2 kids. I'm just saying.
I mean, so I guess I would just have to say, how many like testimonials do we have to hear before it's like, okay, we need to stop congratulating and hurrahing them for sharing their stories? Like every single mother is it's hard for every single one of them. They're all having some type of struggle, whether it be emotionally, financially, mentally, whatever that looks like for them, because it's a 2-person job being done for one, ideally. So it's like, how many testimonials do they have to give? How many videos of, crying moms? Everybody's under the comments in the videos, saying how strong she is, but it's like, I mean, that's the unfortunate.
Are there any videos of single fathers crying? About having their child on TikTok. I don't know. That's a real question I have.
I feel like there's very few of them. I had recently just made a post about the Houston rapper out here whose daughter was kidnapped by his baby mama, and she kidnapped his child. She's been missing for 4 months now. They don't know where his child is at. And people were literally under his videos talking about shaming him because he didn't speak up soon enough. Talking about how we need to get to her side of the story to make sure he's not lying. And it's just like, I shared the story because it's like, why is it that when a man is awarded full custody, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing? It's always, well, why did he get full custody? Are we sure he wasn't, doing this and doing that? And it's like, why can't he just be congratulated for doing what he's supposed to be doing? And even though he should not have to fight for his child, that he did so and won.
Right. There's no mercy when it comes to single fathers, but as far as single mothers, they have all the public support. Not only like through culture, but also in the the law system and the courthouses and all of that stuff. So I don't feel any pity watching that video, to be honest. I thought it was kind of funny. But then again, I don't even know the situation of why she became a single mother. Why didn't she stay with her partner? I don't know if it was petty. I don't know if it was something like that.
I was going to say the same thing, not as harsh as you did, but I was going to say that I don't really have sympathy for that, because even in the situation of Trey the Truth, like, you shouldn't congratulate a man for doing for what he's supposed to do. You shouldn't congratulate a dad for doing what he's supposed to do, or a mom for doing what she's supposed to do. Certain times you put yourselves in those situations to where you have to deal with that. You're an adult. You made those choices. That's what you're going to have to deal with. So I didn't really have sympathy for it. Sorry she's going through that, but
I thought it was funny. I'm not trying to be rude. I don't know, because why are you doing that on social media?
Yeah.
Like,
To answer your question, Q, I do agree with you. I mean, agree.
Like, why? Like, that's why I think it's funny. Like, are you doing? Because a lot of this stuff sometimes online they doing it for views, get pity, get the little women to be on their side. I don't know, but the video was all over the place. One time she's boohoo, and then she's like this, and I'm like, damn, is she bipolar? Because it's like going in different directions, and it's like, do women, when you feel that way, did you feel that way when you had the baby shower, when you were actually pregnant? Or is it just when you figure out, oh, this is what motherhood looks like? Like, oh, I got to do this, and this. Like, people don't think that through. And then you want to put it online?
And you don't reward a fish for swimming. That's what they do. Like, you're a mother. Unfortunately, your situation didn't work out. I'm happy you kept the baby. I'm pro-life. But like, that's the situation that you put yourself in. So I'm not going to have sympathy for that. And then, like you say, you're getting on the internet crying. I don't know. And I'm a very compassionate person, but not for that. Mm-mm.
I just want to answer the question. I think most women do regret being single mothers. After they figure out everything, they regret it.
I don't think they do. I don't. Oh, go ahead, Anton.
No, y'all don't have a heart. Y'all so mean.
Why would we?
I don't think it's about having a heart. I don't think it's about having a heart, because I kind of get what Jerry's saying, because I kind of have I kind of like went, I guess, through the same thoughts, because I'm like, oh, well, yeah, it sucks, it's hard, but I mean, that's their circumstances. Like, there's not me going like, oh my gosh, like I feel for you, or laughing, or like being angry. It's not gonna change her life. I mean, and then for all we know, later on, we might find out that, like, she's just doing a skit or something, or whatever it is. But like,
Y'all
even
probably got
the
a
point is, like,
community.
she's a single, like, she ended up a single mother. She has difficulties with that, and that's like,
Y'all
you just have to
probably
deal
got a
with it.
community helping y'all, huh?
No, like my family, personally, my
I
family's
think
far
most single
away, but
moms regret it. They regret it.
You
Why
said
should I?
single moms regret it.
I do think that most, if however the single motherhood happened, you do you come to a point where you regret it.
But not for none of the good reasons.
I think it's a case by case scenario. Now how they did it, or how it came about, I don't know. But I think at some point, when they realize what it's really about, what parenthood, what family, what taking that kid to school, feeding it, providing for it, it could be a special needs, whatever the case may be. When it really comes down to being a parent, I do think that single mothers have some sort of regret. They want to be with the man. They want to be with the father of their kid. It's because it's built into us to want that. So at some
Right, and I disagree with you wholeheartedly. It's just like
Yeah,
what we
and that's
just said,
fine.
Liz. Most women don't go back to their men. They don't try to cooperate with their men.